Yo, what's good? What's good? Feeling good this morning. Glad to see y'all. Foy Trey, what's happening? Delano Steele, what's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? What's popping, party people? I'm in the mood to talk trash to some Golden State Warriors fans. Won't lie to you. I'm in the mood to legit talk trash to Golden State Warriors fans before this upcoming game. Right? I'm in the mood to talk trash. I want them to know that this L that they take is not a fluke on either side. Coach Zach, what's happening? Point 5, what's good? Eli M, good morning. I'm in the mood to talk trash to some Golden State Warriors fans. Right? Because I want this L that they take to not look legit, but feel legit. I want this L that the Knicks are going to give the Golden State Warriors to be a moment of truth, right, around the league, right? I want this L that we're about to give the Golden State Warriors. I want them to feel it. I want the entire NBA to feel it. But before I get into why, check this out.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speak in the God.
So this L that the Warriors are going to get on Thursday night is going to be real. Right? Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. My energy is way up. My energy is way up. Right? Right? I got a few things I want to do. I got to put the Knicks Morning Drive Twitter poll out there for everybody. Right? And I gotta say hello to my friends, or in the hood we say shout out to homies. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say hello to all my friends, the ones coming in. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have no idea how much I appreciate the virtual chat. Right? Will Salkin was good. Coach Zach was good. 0.5 Delano Steele. Man, y'all have no idea how much I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging with the fella. Y'all have no idea, man. I appreciate y'all. Respect. Right? SJ3 was good. And so when it comes to this microphone, I don't come on here with like real created narratives. You know, I don't come on here like, hey, I'm going to say this to the chat, and I wonder if it's going to get a reaction. No, I don't do that. Every time I turn this microphone on, man, I'll be like, yo, I'm going to say what's on my mind. and you know, if it's something, I like for it to be thought provoking. You know what I'm saying? So that we can have good conversation about these Knicks. And if not, I'll take my cue from y'all. Right. That's how we have this balance. Stephen Fox was good. The starting at point guard for Lawrence Tears, Stephen Fox. The fox that rocks the box. Was good. What's happening, pal? What's happening? You gonna be with us? You know this game is in California, pal. You gonna be with us? You with us, right? I know Golden State Warriors fans are gonna be trying to recruit you or whatever, but you with us. You with us. Can we trade Reggie Bullock for Daniel House? That is interesting. Our future gaming is in the building. What's good? Robert Paul, what's happening? What's good? Delano still says special shout out to the point guard of Lawrence Tears, Stephen Fox. Hey, I want to make sure. Want to also make sure that we shout out also Rob the Nick. We want to shout out Rob the Nick. We want to shout out Kevin W. Want to shout out Guzman. Also want to shout out Joe Madden and others that keep the Knicks at Night podcast afloat. Shout out to everybody, man, and make sure that y'all not only check it out, but come on and join. Get in that video chat for the Knicks at Night podcast, man. Make sure y'all do that. Right? The Knicks at Night podcast, the conversation sometimes it's a weird flow, right? Like it's a sometimes we get very intellectual and sometimes we get crazy. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it's all authentic. Jose Perez, what's good? I was in the military with a dude named Jose Perez. That was a long time ago. 0.5. Quiet money. What's good? What's good? So I don't want y'all to seem like I'm crazy and I'm like out on a ledge because I'm willing to go out on a limb alone, right? With some of my thoughts. Like I don't feel the need to drag people along with me for some of my thoughts. My thoughts are a lot of times my own, sometimes influenced by others. Sometimes my thoughts are influenced by others. And you know what? I don't care. You know what that makes me? People are like, no, I think for myself. Nah, man. Sometimes my thoughts are influenced by others. That makes me reasonable. Right? That makes me reasonable. That means, I have my own thoughts. Others come in, they say certain things. It makes sense to me. I take some of that stuff that they share with me, mix it with my own, and there you have it. But on this one, I don't expect everybody to come out on this limb with me because, Golden State just knocked off the Lakers and Golden State may have the greatest player of all time on their team. The Golden State Warriors may legit have the greatest player of all time on their team, right? Hey, and you know what? Kudos to them for being able to draft a guy and have that guy help them win championships. But as of today, as of today, I'm here to tell you that I think the Knicks are trending in a better direction and are climbing at a steeper pace than the Golden State Warriors are today. How, Uncle Freezy? I know, I hear y'all. Uncle Freezy is drunk. I hear y'all. I hear y'all. Uncle Freezy thought he had grape juice, but it was wine. No. So here's the thing. I'm gonna do my projection for the Warriors game, the upcoming game versus the Knicks. I'm also gonna find a Golden State Warriors content creator on YouTube if there are any. And I'm talking about legit folks. I ain't talking about like NBC Oakland. I'm talking about just a guy or somebody, a girl or somebody. And I'm gonna share this video with them to let them know that Knicks fans are real. This Knicks Nation thing is real. Like we're coming to Oakland or Santa Clara or San Francisco or wherever they play at, wherever their stadium is. Yeah, I don't know if it's in Santa Clara or Oakland or San Francisco. I really don't care. Right? I don't care nothing about the Golden State Warriors. I care about NBA basketball. So I'm 95% Knicks, 5% NBA basketball. Right? So here's my prediction. Knicks 105, Golden State 90. In their house. Knicks 105. Let me write this down before I forget. You know, when you get to a certain age, you be like, nah, I ain't say that. Yes, you did. We got tape. Oh, well, okay. If you got tape, I did say it. So we'll say Golden State 90, NYK 105. That's interesting, right? That's interesting, right? Here is where it gets really, really interesting. So my JRRJ combination. I thought of that last night. I was walking to the car. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, about 50 degrees outside. I was a little nippy. It was a little chilly outside. Weather was a little nippy. And it dawned on me, JRRJ. 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 Julius Randle RJ. Anyway. So JR 25, 10, and 10. 25, 10, and 10. That's right. I said it. Triple double. RJ 27, 11, and 6. That's right. Y'all heard me. Golden State, the Knicks 105, Golden State 90. Julius Randle goes for a triple-double, 25, 10, and 10. RJ Barrett, his sidekick, 27, 11, and 6. But there's more. There is more. C-Mac was good. Simma Singh is in the building, was good. Billy Blanco was good. Here's the thing. Here's the kicker. The absolute icing on the cake. The icing on the cake. Emmanuel Quickley goes for 20 points and 6 assists. Nothing else needs to be said. Thursday night is going to be, in my opinion, Thursday night is going to be the night that the nation realizes the Knicks have a point guard of the future. Thursday night is going to be the night that the entire league is going to get put on notice. The entire league is going to be put on notice. Not only is Julius Randle going to get a triple-double in front of the entire world, R.J. Barrett is going to back him up with 27 points. And Emmanuel Quickley is going to show the world that he's a legit NBA player at that point guard position. Right? Right. So I said all of this, and you guys are probably saying, Uncle Freezy, this is wishful thinking. Right. So before we even get dive deep into that, can somebody tell me who the Golden State Warriors have as a defensive point guard? And I know who y'all are gonna say. Oh, Brad Wanamaker. He looks like a safety at point guard, man. He shut down LeBron. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. My question to y'all is this: Can y'all trust Andrew Wiggins to be consistent? I think he had 2 decent games in a row, and I think Kelly Oubre may have had his breakout game. Do y'all trust either of those guys to be consistent? Allah Wise was good. Pal, do you think Brad Wanamaker is too small for Elfrid Payton? Man, I don't know. That Lakers game. Dripmore is in the building. What's good? Powell says, no, but I trust Eric Pascal well. He from Westchester. He's going to try to kill his hometown team. Right. No, I got him. I have him on my fantasy basketball team. So I see his stats a lot. And I'm referring to Eric Pascal, by the way, y'all. C-Mac says Andrew Wiggins is going to try to come correct against RJ for the Battle of Canada. Yeah, so did Jamal Murray. We see how that happened with Jamal Murray's numbers. RJ is not an individual to pick a fight with. SJ3 says Kelly Oubre ain't tough like he think he is. And we're gonna see. We are gonna see about that. You know, we're gonna see about that. I got so much energy, man. I don't know what direction to go in. Right? I'm amped about this matchup because the pessimists are quiet. The pessimists are quiet. The realists are quiet, right? Because the pessimists in our fan base don't have a leg to stand on anymore. The pessimists are always like, no, we're not good enough. Okay. We're not good enough, but we knocked off the Milwaukee Bucks and we knocked off the Boston Celtics. Titans in the Eastern Conference, and we knocked them off. And now pessimists are quiet. Otherwise says Kelly don't want it with RJ. No. He does not want it with RJ. M-I-G. Mig was good. Was good. Get that energy up. Brad Johnston. Good day, Uncle Freezy. Brad from Melbourne, Australia. Knicks fan since 1990. You keeping it real, Freezy. Of course. Of course. We are going to keep it 10 times 10 all the time. I ain't going to try to fool y'all, pull stuff over your eyes. Y'all too smart for that. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why we extend the invitation to the conversation. Because we like smart Knicks fans. Oh, boy. Look who's back. Look who is back. It's like part 2 of a zombie movie. I'm K-Ban is in the building. Was good. M-I-G. Yes, sir, my brother. For sure. For sure. Pow, the land down under. Hey, salute to Australia's Knicks fans, says our future gamer, and salute to Knicks fans everywhere. You know, we ride together. We from everywhere. Yo, there is a believer of God and believer of the God of Moses and Elijah sighting. There is a believer of the God of Moses and Elijah sighting. What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? So this game Thursday is that much need confirmation for the Knicks, right? This game Thursday is much needed confirmation for the Knicks, for the grind, right? So you go in, you beat Golden State by 15. Julius Randle has a triple-double, stays on his MVP type incline. And I'm not saying he's going to be the MVP of the league, but he is having an MVP type season. So for Julius Randle, if he finishes in the top 5 in the MVP votes, that turns him into a star. Period. If Julius Randle finishes this season top 5 in MVP voting, that makes him a star. Right? SJ3 says, get those likes up. And y'all, get those likes up. Get those likes up. Get those likes up, y'all. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, everybody. Let's get those subscriptions up, man. Let's get those subscriptions up. In fairness to y'all, we want to continue to grow this Lawrence Tears family so that we can reach more people. What we want to do is make sure that more people contribute to this conversation. Right? It's not just an Uncle Freezy conversation. We want to grow a family. Yeah, that's what we're looking to do. A Nudie 25 is in the building. What's good? And I said that like a evening drive radio host. A Nudie 25. A Nudie 25 is in the building. What's good? Legion of Knicks podcast. What's good? What's good? Brad Johnson says, I barrack for the Knicks because everyone in Australia loved Jordan and the Bulls, so I had to represent Knicks Nation. For sure. For sure. So what do y'all think about my prediction? Has Uncle Freezy lost it? Has Uncle Freezy lost it? Is Knicks 105, Golden State 190 too much? I'm predicting Julius Randle triple-double, 25, 10, and 10. RJ Barrett, 27, 11, and 6. Emmanuel Quickley, somewhere around 20 points and 6 assists. I don't know if it's going to be 18 and 8, 20 and 6, 19 and 7, 21 and 5. I just feel like it's somewhere in that neighborhood. Knicks valued at 1, of course. Of course. Is that too much? Has Uncle Freezy lost it? I'm not sure about Obi. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see with Obi. I know other Knicks content creators are probably like, man, this guy, Uncle Freezy, has lost his mind. He's putting us out here on blast. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm repping for my squad. And this is what I believe. I ain't going to get on here and tout fake news. You know what I'm saying? Or spew hot takes to stir people up. Marion Davis was good. Did you say, is that 5.4 billion? Is that the most in sports or just the most in the NBA? Julian Blum was good. Man of Steel says we can win, but by 15? I doubt it. What do you think? By 14? By 13? I don't know. Most in sports. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah, of course we worth more than the Lakers. The Lakers, man, look, the Lakers owners don't have money. They survive off Lakers, which is not a bad thing to survive off of. But Dolan, and I know we're just talking about the Knicks now, but hear me out. But Dolan has bread. Dolan has an empire. And what that gives you flexibility to do is reinvest in the Knicks. When you have money coming from other areas, you can reinvest back in your asset. You can put the profits right back in. Professional outfit was good. Salute, salute, salute. Muhammad Musa was good. What is good? He was born into bread. Hey, man, listen. I don't know what being born into bread is like. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that's like. Every ounce of bread I got, man. I was fortunate enough to kind of work hard for it with some help from others. Delano still says, Lawrence says if we win it by 6, you got to remember we're not just playing against Golden State, but the refs as well. Good point. Illmatics was good. Was good, brother. It's good.
Hey.
Whoa,
How you doing? Freezy.
Good. How you?
What'd you say?
How you doing this morning?
Good. I didn't know the Knicks had the most in sports. I knew it was the most in the NBA, but in sports,
Hey, I didn't know that either. That's another thing for us to brag about.
Imagine if we had as many championships as like the Lakers, like it'd be out of this world.
Right.
That's
right.
crazy.
So Chuck B told me not to get on my conspiracy theory. I think the reason why we don't have that many championships is because if we were the Yankees of the NBA, small market teams like Phoenix, I mean not Phoenix, but like Memphis and Charlotte would not exist because we'd squeeze them out. We'd suck up all the resources. You know what I mean?
It'd be the Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'd have to figure out a new way to like build teams and stuff. Like, I don't know. It'd be ridiculous. Like,
yeah. So, hey, so what do you? So, I want to touch on that, but I want to finish this point though. What do you feel about us playing the Golden State Warriors Thursday night?
They're just coming off a really big win against the Lakers, so their confidence is probably as high as it could be. And with a guy like Steph, confidence is everything. A team that Steph has, if they're confident, if they're humming, it's gonna be hard to stop. But defensively, we're so strong. It's like I can't even believe we're that strong defensively. So I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be it's a battle of like styles too.
Right.
So.
Well, styles make fights.
Right.
In the boxing game, styles make fights. But let me throw this lineup out there and tell me if you think this is one that can beat the Knicks. Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, James Wiseman.
Well, it's like it's all about Steph. Like, honestly, I'm not worried about Wiggs. I'm not worried about Oubre. Like, they're gonna catch their dunks. They're gonna get, a 3 or 2. But like, if Steph is like, we can't let Steph get out of control. That's the thing. Like, if we let Steph get out of control, then everybody else is gonna start flowing. So, I wish Frank was healthy. This is a game where you love to have Frank.
Right.
Just that bona fide perimeter defender. So
right.
I don't know. We'll see. Like I think we can win. It's just like we gotta hit shots. Like if we hit shots, we could beat anybody. Literally anybody. So as long as we hit shots, I think we have a chance. I'm gonna say we're gonna go for the win, man. Because like I think we've had enough of that losing, and we just need to. We're just gonna. It's gonna be like this all year. It's gonna be like 3-game winning streak, 5-game losing streak, 7-game winning streak. I expect like the biggest winning streak this season to probably be about 7. We're gonna just have this flow, especially when like the second half of the season comes. That schedule is gonna be easier. I'm telling you, we're gonna be good, man. Like we're gonna be at least 6 to 8 seed. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Okay. So you're being reasonable, right? You want to say optimistic, some realistic, mostly. Thinking if Steph Curry just does an above average Steph Curry game and not go haywire, we can win. Right. So Steph Curry scores 31 on say 10 of 25 shooting, we'll win.
That's
something like that. Okay.
We could do that.
Yeah.
But Emmanuel Quickley have a good game. Like I said, Alfred has to have a good game. We have to put pressure on stuff defensively. But yeah, I don't know. And then Wiseman, I think Mitch got that. He's gonna take care of that.
Ironically, I think that's where we may lose, man.
Why?
And not lose the game, not lose the game, but lose a matchup.
Why do you say that?
I think because James Wiseman is a freak of nature athlete like Mitch. So it'll be like it'll be like I think watching those two will be like Mr. Anderson versus the Matrix. You're like, yo, are you legit watching? What is this? You know what I'm saying? So you know, it'll be Mr. Anderson versus the Matrix on the rooftop with those two. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be like, what? Did you just see him outrun? Did you just see him outjump? But you'll be saying it about both guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like, and Mitch is he's hurt right now too. So that's another factor. Right.
Like Neo was hurt. Like Neo was hurt on the roof at first until he dug down deep and found something.
Right.
You remember when the guy punched Neo and Neo was like, huh. He started looking around like
It's been a minute since I've seen the Matrix. So
yeah, hey, listen, hey y'all, I'm sorry for throwing out pop culture references, but it is a podcast. So this is a podcast. So the conversation is gonna have certain elements of pop culture in it. Right.
True, but like every time you throw out like a pop culture reference, I'm like, it's like I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, yo, because last time you talked about Harlem Nights,
right?
I never watched Harlem Nights in my life.
And my goodness,
I was crazy. So like it's on the agenda. I'm gonna do it. I gotta catch up.
Man, when you see Benny's snake eyes roll the dice and call the wrong number, and the look on everybody's face is gonna bring all the Knicks Morning Drive stuff back into focus. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like that's what they was talking about. Okay. But yeah, the thing with Mitch and James Wiseman, I think you're gonna see Neo, aka Mr. Anderson, versus the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Because these two dudes, because I feel like there are only two dudes in the league that can do the stuff that they do. Right?
Who else?
Right? So those two. Wiseman and Mitch.
There's them two, but like those physical attributes. So you're saying like length plus athleticism plus like
speed, agility, dexterity.
Yeah.
Those guys to me are probably in a top two athletic profile at the center position.
That's crazy.
Right. So hey, salute to Ghetto Intellect too, man. Hey, so GI, this guy named Rob the Nick says he wants smoke with you. I'm just letting that set in real quick with GI. GI is probably like, what? That's so random. Dog, I know this. I'm like, why you got smoke with GI? GI's a dude.
Yeah, I know. Like, like, wait, yeah. Rob who comes in at night?
At night, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So Rob is, no lie to you, I won't lie to you. So Rob is a very deep thinker, right?
He's deep, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
good insight.
Yeah, he's a very deep thinker, right? So sometimes we misconstrue some of his because he bursts in with a deep thought. And so you think it's knee jerk, but not really. It's something he's probably been stewing on for maybe 10 or 20 minutes. And then he finally says it.
Right.
Yeah. So
that'll be a good one. I'm not
for the record, I don't want smoke with nobody, but I love to see the smoke though. I ain't gonna lie. That right there kind of gets me going a little bit to see two people passionate about a point want to sway the audience onto their side. To me, I kind of like that. I kind of like that some.
It's great for
Hey, so shout out to B from Jersey. What's good? C-Mac says Rob got to say it himself. I know this. I know. Rob got to say it himself. I'm just, hey man. When he said it to me, I was like, what? That's so random. I kind of like that. Yeah, you got beef with the dude that does the show in the morning. That's his show. The dude at night that has his own joint has smoke with or has smoke with the dude that does the morning show. It's crazy. But I mean, but what can you do? Well, I mean, what can you do really?
We're gonna see. I would love to see that though.
Yeah. I think Rob is sleeping on ghetto intellect, but at the same time, I'm just gonna tell G.I. to watch his back. Because Rob is not sometimes he gives the impression that after a cigar or two or a glass of wine or two, that he may not be on it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's on it.
No, he is. He really is.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. That's funny though. Like both of them underestimate each other. So like that's what makes some of the best fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I like that.
So I ain't gonna try to get G.I. into no arena. I don't want G.I. to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want G.I. to do that. And I told Rob the Knick to his face, I was like, Rob, I really don't want you to do that. But in this matchup, you know. So, but anyway, let me get back to the chat and see what the so C-Mac says Rob got to put the cigar down. He talking crazy. Hey, man. Hey, Stephen Fox. Love watching you in the Arbor Mill.
Yo, ghetto intellect. How do I underestimate him? I don't know him.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone.
I'm just saying that in that scenario, I don't want either. I would not push this type of matchup. I wouldn't push this type of matchup. But at the same time, Rob the Knick called him out by name. He didn't say, yeah, hey, I got smoke with the Knicks Morning Drive people. He said, I want that smoke with ghetto intellect.
Where would it be? Like what time would it be in? Because you can't like a morning guy can't come to the night time. Like
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you different, Uncle Freezy. But I'm saying like, you know, like the morning guys and the night guys mixing up. Like who's gonna where is that fight gonna happen if it happens?
I don't want it to happen because listen, because for one, the format is not really conducive to two guys that are intellects. You know what I'm saying? Like two guys that you know say their point and their points are like full and have texture and layers to them. So to speed them up in a 1 minute round format may not be fair to either. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see them just have a conversation.
Okay.
You know, both at the same time. But Rob the Knick said he wants smoke. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm all I'm gonna do is pass the word and then move it along. I'm not gonna try to push it up or anything. I just prefer I would love to see a dope conversation between those two about a topic that matters. But like to me, a topic that matters right now is this Kevin Porter Jr. situation in Cleveland.
I'm tired of y'all talking about that. Because you know what it is? Like he has issues. Like he has real issues that he needs to go deal with. Like he needs to get away from the league for a little bit and like get his affairs in order, kind of.
Right. He needs mentally to decompress and learn to compartmentalize certain things.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying?
Like everyone needs that.
No, look at. Okay, I'm sorry for cutting you off, Mo. G.I. No, we're not setting it up. We're not setting nothing up. We don't want to see where this goes.
We want an intellectual conversation, not a battle.
No, GI, we're not setting something like that up. I was merely passing the word. You know what I'm saying? And based on how many drinks Rob the Nick had, he may not even remember. But I tell you what, though, if we remind him he said it, then he'll be like, "Yo, hey," and I meant it, Uncle Freezy, and Rob the Nick voice, and I meant it. Stop trying to protect Chuck B. And so they swear up and down. I'm trying to protect Chuck B. and others from that debate type thing. But
you starting
yeah, I don't. The only time I really like to see two people really go at it is if we're trying to do the show and they talking all over each other with their two separate points and we can't move any further. Like if the show can't progress because these two dudes is going at each other, then I'm like, you know what? Ring the bell. Let's get these people in the ring. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Oh, ghetto, and this right here is so Newark, New Jersey, right here. This is so Newark, New Jersey. This is so Jersey.
I don't know about that, yo.
This is so Jersey right here.
I don't know.
This is. Oh yeah, he said that about me. Oh my God. This is so Jersey.
I want to see it.
Man.
If they want to do it, you should let them do it, Freezy.
This is so Jersey right here. I don't want to. Man, I try to keep y'all above the fray, right? I try to keep like legit. I don't want people to be like, yo, I want smoke with Mo. No, calm down. Calm down. Smoke is about a topic, not about an individual. And if the topic gets you so heated, then you have smoke with a person. You know what I'm saying? You don't just say, I just want to debate ghetto intellect for some when you don't even have a topic. Oh no, GI, come on, man. So you say so ghetto intellect says you do protect Chuck, but I get it. Chuck is an amazing presence. Hey man. Yeah, hey, Chuck B is an amazing presence and a person. You know what I'm saying? Chuck B is good people, right? But I don't try to protect them. I try to protect others from Chuck. Because others come at Chuck and they'll say something random like, well, Chuck, let me ask you a question. And what they don't know is they put themselves in their own finishing move. You know what I'm saying? They put themselves in the figure four. Like, why do you put yourself in the figure four? Don't come at the champ and put your own self in a finisher. You know what I'm saying?
I want Chuck, though.
Huh?
I want Chuck though. You already know that.
Oh, Mo, don't say that. Chuck might be listening.
I don't care. I really don't care. You look at me like I'm nice. I got the nice background over here. No, it's really not like that. I didn't come up like that. I'm ready for the smoke anytime Chuck wants it. I think you saw a preview of it already too. You saw when I was coming at him about his pessimism. So I'm ready.
No, listen, man. I'm not trying to call you High School Musical or nothing like that.
No. You see,
I ain't trying to say that. What I'm saying is I'm trying to like keep when it comes to the smoke about the Knicks. I prefer for somebody like say for instance, if you have a take about or thought about Elfrid Payton, and Chuck B has the polar opposite take,
right?
And I'm trying to shout out C-Mac, but I can't because you and Chuck are arguing over Elfrid Payton. Then I'm like, okay, enough is enough. Let's do it. Let's get in the ring.
I want that smoke. I'm gonna start that smoke.
Oh man.
Get Chuck in here. Y'all keep talking about he the champ. I don't really see it. I don't really see it. Let's go.
Yo. GI is so that is so Jersey. What'd he say? Who he talking about? He called me by name? He called me by name. That's so Jersey right there. That is so Jersey. Amanda Steele says, State of New York Knicks podcast is with this. I feel you. I feel you. So, so Real King says, let him eat. Oh man. So now the momentum in the chat is building. Now it's a wave. Now I got two waves. Now it's Mo versus Chuck, and now it's like GI versus Rob the Nick. Rob the Nick probably sleeping right now. I tell you what, I ain't get ready to. Hey, Chop Low, what's good? What's good, Chop? What's happening?
Salute.
Yeah, that is so Jersey right there. Who he called me by name? Yo. Tell that dude keep my name out his mouth. That's so Jersey right there. Yo, hey, shout out to Evergreen G. What's up, Evergreen G? Hey, what's up, Evergreen? Hey, if y'all need y'all beats, hit up Evergreen. He did the beat for Sim's joint. I heard it the other day. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Oh, really? I didn't even see that.
This is crazy.
C-Mac for the beats. I feel you.
Yeah. Yo, we need to. Hey, so Man of Steel says we need to see it. I'm here to tell you that I'm not gonna hype this thing up. I'm not gonna hype it up. But if it happens, I'm gonna referee it and make sure it's fair. Right? I'm gonna referee it and make sure that it's fair. What's good, Spree the Knicks? What's good? Yeah, man, we're gonna referee it, make sure it's fair. And if it happens, the decision is official, right? Like if you get that smoke with Chuck and you win, you are the Blanche Tears debate champ.
Easy.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, this is okay. All right.
Let them know. Let them know.
I'm just saying. Hey, AF says I rap. Hey, we gotta hear something from you then.
Come through.
Spree the Knicks is like, yo, Freezy. Yo, what's good? Evergreen G says, hey, let me know if you want an intro to your show. I'll make you one easy. I got many in the stash. Hey man, I got something my homeboy did for me, like he didn't do for me, but it's on his. You know what? Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and play it right now, so that y'all can hear it. So here it is right here, dog.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Yo, so that's my man's joint right there. I always felt that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the album So the name of the album is The Beautiful, and the group is Divine Sons. And the voice, the first verse you had, the first verse and voice that you heard was one of my homeboys. His name is Dan Johns. He's a solo artist, and he's in that group Divine Sons. So they've been putting out content for years. And so if y'all can check them out on iTunes. Pull up selector them tunes, fire.
Divine Sons, and what's the name of the track again?
The name of that track is Invisible People. And so what they reference is the strength in knowing yourself as a person and being like the controller of your own destiny by making mistakes and learning from the mistakes that you made. Is basically what they're saying. You go from a person that was, in the crowd to a person that's, better. So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So
you always want to hear.
Yeah. Hey, Dan Johnson said, I'd rather. Yeah. Hey, so, hey, GI, and so there is some chess references in there also. So for those of us that like to play chess, like get it in. Like for those that value chess, there are a few chess references in that verse also. So I like to play chess. So when I heard, I was like, whoa, okay, Dan Johnson, I see you.
You play online?
No, I don't play right now. Right now, I don't play at all because I got my hands full doing a couple things.
Of course,
but I will though. Right. I will though. You know what I'm saying? Right. I will.
All right.
So if maybe one of these days a few of us can come out of here and get online and play some chess.
I like it. But that track was insane. Like. So you're gonna play that in the beginning of every show?
Yep, that's my intro right now.
Okay. Yeah. No. I love it. Everybody needs to hear that.
Right. Yeah. So this thing about Golden State. So do you think I'm too optimistic about 105-90?
Like a win for us.
Yeah,
I'm more interested in hearing about like that matchup between Mitch and James Wiseman, because like it can very much neutralize like, but I don't, I really don't think James Wiseman is up to Mitch's level. Like I don't think it's too optimistic. I don't think your score is too optimistic at all, because like I don't think James is like he shows flashes. But like his he's had some like tough shooting nights. I pulled up his stats. He was like 4 for 12 against the Pacers, like 8 for 13. Like he shows flashes, but he just he hasn't played enough basketball to really like play like a full like basketball game. And I think Mitch, that's the difference between Mitch last year and Mitch this year. He can play a full basketball game. He can play from the first quarter to the fourth quarter.
Right.
So like that's what James is like. That's what Wiseman is probably missing, I think. But he's gonna be better than Mitch. I think I would rather have James Wiseman than Mitchell Robinson. But like, now Mitch is better. But I think we have a chance to win for sure.
Right. I think so too. I think so, man. 105-90. I think Julius Randle is gonna get his triple double. I think RJ is gonna score 27. I don't think Golden State can stop the Knicks because they're too inconsistent. And not Steph Curry, but the entire team coming together. I think they're young and they just can't. They're like the Knicks in a certain extent, where guys show flashes one night, the next night there'll be a struggle. You know what I mean?
There's a lack of shooting in the lineup.
Right. Right. So I'm working on the Knicks Twitter poll right now. So I'm asking, who is the Knicks breakout player? Randall, Barrett, Knox, Robinson. I just posted that to Twitter. And I'm looking forward to everybody participating in the Knicks Morning Drive Twitter poll. Check that out. Cast your vote so that your voice can be heard. Yesterday's Twitter poll was, are the Knicks a serious playoff contender? 43% of you said yes. 57% said no.
Wow.
Shut down. Shut down.
How many people voted, you know?
14.
I don't know. Why?
Yeah, that was odd to me. I thought we definitely get a few more yeses.
Yeah, 7 and 8 is amazing. Like if you asked me if you told me after 15 games that we'd be 7 and 8,
right?
I'd be looking at you like, have you seen the roster? Like think about like the the teams we're playing. Like because I looked at that schedule, and I didn't have very good. I think I looked at the first 10 and it was like I said 2 and 8 or 3 and 7.
Right.
I still the first 10, and we've killed those expectations. So why not playoffs? Like the way we're playing, we're first, basically the first defense. Like we're first in a lot of defensive statistics.
Right.
So, like I don't know. Like why can't we make the playoffs? I think.
So here's another question to go with what you said. I'm just going to attach this question to your question. Who else in our conference do you have confidence in will be better than us in the long run in over 72 games? You could probably name 3 teams, but everybody else has serious questions and things need to go their way. But guess what? So do the Knicks.
Yo, the Pacers lost Victor Oladipo. Karis LeVert is out too. Like they traded away Victor Oladipo, and now Karis LeVert has a mass on his kidney, and so he's out indefinitely.
Right.
So that's gonna change that team.
See, that's why I dislike. So you're gonna trade a dude you know has something going on, man.
But didn't he have an issue before that too? Like he had like some other thing.
Man, Brooklyn is dirty.
Yeah,
dirty, man. I'm just not really feeling them.
That's the New York Knick fan attitude towards the Brooklyn Nets right now.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling
like the vibes. Like the vibes are off. Like
yeah, and it's so G.I. says we first because we walked the ball up the floor and played with the slowest pace. But I don't know, G.I. I don't know. I think it's more. I believe that some. But I also believe that you have to stop people's offense in the half court. So regardless of the pace, you still have to stop people from putting the ball in the basket. So we have to give some credit
to Mitch.
to the Knicks for playing decent basketball. Now, in terms of the score, so he did not know he had a mass on his kidney. He said it saved us. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that, man. Shout out to them and shout out to those doctors and stuff too, man.
But the Nets traded him. Oh, so he didn't know, but he didn't know. He didn't know. All right.
Right. I still dislike Brooklyn, by the way.
The thing about our defense, like, it's not only that we slow it down. It's also that Mitchell Robinson is like that much of an intimidator down low. That guy is a 7'4" wingspan.
Yeah.
That guy has a 7'4" wingspan, and he could jump out the gym.
Yeah.
And Tom Thibodeau is keeping him in the game. He's teaching him the ropes of defense.
Right.
That's why Mr. Robinson is a problem. You guys are looking at his counting stats, but you're not looking at like the impact, the way he intimidates people, NBA players driving to the basket.
Right.
Mitch is different.
Right. Right. And so, yeah, man. So this thing with the Nets, man, I legit just hate the Brooklyn Nets, man. I mean, not even in a back alley brawl scenario. I just hate the Brooklyn Nets and like somebody pooed it in the car type scenario. That's how I hate Brooklyn. That's the Brooklyn Nets to me. On a long road trip, some clown fought it in the car. That's Brooklyn to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the Brooklyn Nets to me, man.
You know what they did? Like they went in the lab and they were like, "Yo, what we're gonna do is create the perfect team that like NBA team for New York. Like what would the perfect NBA team in New York look like? But it's not. But the perfect NBA team for New York is the New York Knicks. Like that's the problem. Like they don't understand. Like there's a way you build a team, man. Like the '90s Knicks were known for their grit and their toughness. Like the '70s Knicks were known for their teamwork and like their just like their
selfishness
to be together. Like this Nets team is not appealing to like a basketball purist who's in New York like watching basketball. Like like I don't like that. I don't want to watch that. Like it's fun. It's gonna be appealing to like the national audience. They're gonna get far in the playoffs. But like, is that championship really gonna hit? Like, come on, come on.
If the Brooklyn Nets win, give you an example. If the Brooklyn Nets win the next 3 NBA championships, there'll be some excitement in Brooklyn, and they'll have a wave. And some New York Knicks fans may maneuver their way over to Brooklyn, right?
Sure.
Because their excuse would be, man, well, it's great for the city. There's excitement in the city. The Knicks can go to the NBA Finals and lose, and it will have more gravitas than 3 of their championships.
The Knicks in the NBA Finals and social media era will like literally break social media. Like it's literally gonna like it's the servers are gonna be down for some time. That's just what it is.
I'm here to tell you if the Knicks, say for instance, who's the beast out? So the Lakers. So if the Knicks go to a game 7 in the NBA Finals and lose to the Lakers, to LeBron James Lakers, it will have more gravitas, in my opinion, than 3 championships for the Brooklyn Nets.
Of course. What?
But if we win,
shut down the world.
Yep, it's a national holiday. It's international holiday. International holiday. And so it'll be so awkward. The Knicks win a championship, and you'll have 2 of the most awkward dudes on the planet talking at the podium. You have James Dolan holding the NBA Finals trophy, which would be awkward in its own right. Woo. And then you got Tibbs up there like, I just want to win.
You got practice tomorrow.
Yeah, practice tomorrow. Yeah.
Nah, I would love it.
Yeah. So it's the and I know all of this is hypotheticals and wishful thinking, or is it? Or is it? Or are we on pace?
Are we on the road? Like, are there players on the next New York Knicks championship team that are on this roster right now? And I think so. Like, I think so.
Right. I'm with you. I'm with you. So here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and I know Knicks fans, the realists and the pessimists are gonna say, man, are they gonna ask? They're gonna ask like, hey, what's in Uncle Freezy's cup? It's I promise you, it's orange juice, man, vitamin C. That's it. Nothing else in there, right? I think the roster is 2 players away from us being a finals champion. 2 players away from us being a finals champion. Right?
Two.
With everybody we have right now, just 2 players away.
What do we need?
I think if we upgrade at small forward, if we somehow come across a superstar level 3-and-D small forward,
but like
that pushes us over the top.
But that's RJ. If he hits it, if he hits the 3, if he figures out how to shoot like 40% from 3,
right. Or
so what you say?
Or this, or okay. So if RJ is the 3, then I'm gonna say a superstar level 2, a superstar level shooting guard. If RJ is the 3, then a superstar level shooting guard like a Bradley Beal. If we get a Bradley Beal with this team being probably about an 8 seed, if we get a Bradley Beal, that pushes us over the top. And I'm also going to say the second player is a point guard that is score first and defensive minded, and will allow Emmanuel Quickley to come off the bench and do what Emmanuel Quickley does.
Be the 6th man.
Right.
So what Quick is missing is his defense, huh?
No, I'm going to say what Quickley is missing right now is experience. Right. So for instance, if they're in some weird bizarro world, if the Knicks could get, say, a Bradley Beal and a Kyle Lowry, I think the Knicks can win the NBA Finals right now. Because all the other parts are in place. All the other parts are in place, right? So, and so those pieces may be attainable, right? Like I saw somebody comment on Bradley Beal. Let me find it. Yeah. If we could do so Man of Steel. So Bradley Beal is not a superstar on that current team, but Bradley Beal with support is a superstar. Bradley Beal, along with RJ Barrett and Julius Randle, will be a superstar.
Bradley Beal is a superstar right now.
Right.
That man is averaging 34.9 points a game. He's leading the league in scoring. Like,
so right, and so think about this. What do the Knicks need most? Right? And I would say the Knicks need scoring most, like consistent scoring, like a guy that can either come in and be the primary guy and push Randall to the secondary option and let RJ Barrett come along as the third option, or a guy that's going to allow Julius Randle to continue to Randall and just be a support guy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I think both of these players may be attainable.
But I think we need more players, but I also think like Emmanuel Quickley is like one of those type of guys. Like, I feel we can just give him some time. Give him like a year and he'll be our point guard. Give him 2 years, he'll be like seasoned enough to be our point guard. But I don't think we need to like, throw everything away and try to win it this year, next year.
Right. No, I agree with you. I agree with that sentiment. I think this team is young, and that we should probably take our time and let players develop. But at the same time, if something goes down, I think if Dolan is like, no, win it right now, I don't think we're as far away as what people think. What do we need? Rim protection?
No,
what do we need? What do we need? Rebounding? What do we need? Perimeter? We need perimeter defense. I mean, all those things that teams genuinely need and they go after, we already have it in place. We just don't have the star of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have a guy that could just go off for 40, right?
It's
We
no
don't have
free agents.
we don't have that guy.
There's no free agents.
Right.
Like, how are we gonna get that guy without losing key parts of our team? Like, our bench is important. Like, all the guys we have on our bench, if we keep them and we continue to, like, if we keep those guys, our bench is solid. It's solid. We might need a better big off the bench, but I think like we would have to trade like Knox, Ntilikina. Like, we need those guys if we want to make a run. Like, those are the ball figures that are going to be important. So like I don't know, like, what are we trading to get Bradley Beal?
So before I answer that, I want you to answer this. What if we took Reggie Bullock out of the lineup and replaced him with Bradley Beal?
That'd be great. That would be amazing. Like, how do we do that though? Like, but in the fantasy, like that would be a championship team. Like, we would go to the Eastern Conference Finals at least.
So C-Mac, answer this. C-Mac, answer this. Answer this. C-Mac. So what if, and this is just for C-Mac only, right? Hey, shout out to Jack D, but this is for C-Mac. C-Mac, what if we take Reggie Bullock out of the lineup and replace him with Bradley Beal? Where does that place us, C-Mac? Now your lineup is Elf, Bradley Beal, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, we need a guy like that, man.
I mean, think about that. Keyshawn B says you bugging. Hey, I guess he talking about me.
I mean, we wouldn't win a ring. Like, we need LeBron James to retire baseball before getting a ring.
Man. So Nameland says that will be the 8th seed.
If we get Bradley Beal,
if we get Bradley Beal.
Now.
In the Bradley Beal deal, you wouldn't trade players. You'd trade a whole bunch of those draft picks you accumulated.
Right.
Where does C-Mac go? Okay, all right. So C-Mac says at Lawrence Shears, you would have a disadvantage at the 3. Why, you think RJ's a 2? If RJ Barrett's a 2, replace Reggie Bullock at the 3 with some all-star small forward, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi, that's the guy. That's the guy I want. But like, he's not stay there. He's from Cali. He's not gonna leave.
Right. No, I'm talking about right now in season trade for him.
They're not gonna trade him. I know you're. It's all hypothetical, but
right.
You get me too excited. I've been doing this all my life. Like, what if?
Right. What if? Knicks fans, our whole life. What if the Knicks traded for Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird to go with Pat Ewing? What if?
The last summer that I was gonna do that was the Zion summer, the Zion, KD, Kyrie summer. I was telling my friends, this is what's gonna happen with the Knicks. We're gonna get KD, we're gonna get Zion, we're gonna get Kyrie, and we're gonna win the championship next year. Where are we now?
So Ghetto Intellect says today we have 2 lottery picks. I'd rather be patient. Yeah, I understand where he's coming from. I'd rather not be patient.
Yo, I would trade Obi for Beal. Obi and some picks for Beal.
Right.
I would do that.
Wow.
Steal.
Hey yo, what's going on?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, boss?
Good with y'all. Yeah, how y'all feeling this morning?
Hey man, you know I'm
Y'all hear me?
hyped up, man. Yeah. You know man. First of all, you already know I'm hyped. You know we got Golden State coming up, and this is our opportunity to show the entire league that the Knicks are not a fluke. This is our opportunity.
You want to know what's so funny? I've been waiting for the Knicks. I've been waiting for the Knicks to beat up on Golden State ever since Steph Curry messed up Frank Ntilikina's name in a post game in 2017.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
That's how long I've been waiting for the Knicks to beat up on Golden State. I was like, you got it. Like, you know his name. Stop playing with him.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all good. At the end of the day, you know, I just want us to win.
So Knicks 105, Golden State 90, Julius Randle triple double, RJ 27, and quickly establishes himself on the national stage. That's what I'm calling for.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, the person I would want to see have a breakout game under those circumstances would be Obi, because of the fact that they don't have a legitimate power forward coming off the bench. So this would be Obi's time to eat if they play the pick and roll right. You know what I'm saying? Damian Lee's not going to contain him at 6'5". So I mean, we got to be kidding ourselves if we think he's going to be on them and not get in foul trouble. So, Obi would be the guy that I'd be looking at more than anybody to get off on Golden State with the second unit.
Right.
You'd have to play at that point. You would have to play Draymond and his triple singles to guard Obi Toppin.
Right.
And then what happens after that? You'll get exhausted because you'll have to guard him. You'll have to stay with him with all that pick and roll action. So then that leaves Julius Randle with the opportunity to have a game that he's having with an exhausted Draymond Green on him. So, I mean, for me, it's all about the matchups and how do you take advantage of them.
Right.
So Ghetto Intellect asked if anybody had a Burks update. I do not have one.
Yeah, he's still right now. They just moved him up from I think to questionable. That's about as much as but that's been the same scenario for about the past couple of games.
Right.
I was listening to Jonathan Macri, and he said that he should be playing in one of the next two games on Thursday or Friday. So that's what I heard.
Hey, so shout out to Jonathan Macri from Knicks Film School, a friend of the show. Y'all make sure y'all check out Macri's stuff. We had him on. He was great. I think we had him on in December, and he was super great, man, and a gracious guest. I'm gonna tell you this though. I think we're gonna run away with this thing. I think 105-90 is not gonna be a true indicator of what the final score is. I think we're gonna romp them, and they'll probably hit some threes late to save face, because I think teams are sleeping on the Knicks. I think teams are legit thinking we're silly Pashapedik.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, because they look at our record and they look at our history.
Yes.
And so they come out flat against us because they think we're just going to roll over and play dead. And so, those days are long gone. And then plus, in a matchup of coaches, if it was Steve Kerr versus David Fizdale, I would say this is an L. But in a situation where you have Steve Kerr and his championship coaching staff against Tom Thibodeau and his coaching staff, I like our chances. I don't think it's as uneven as what people think.
I agree.
But you got to look at too the philosophy has changed dramatically. You again with the fact that Tibbs is known for his defensive minded his philosophy, his theories, his coaching style. It's already translated onto the court. So it's not even like, oh, well, it's going to take time to see. Nah, you already see it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think that right there, all in its own, is a testament to what, the difference between Fizdale and Thibodeau. So as far as, again, just having the difficulty of getting those shots off. I mean, Wiggins is one of those guys that, you can't count on him from quarter to quarter, let alone a full game.
No.
Oubre is just as erratic.
Yep.
One day he could, he could burst on the scenes. And see, for me, the one thing I worry about is Kelly Oubre's been kind of a Knick killer ever since he was with the Wizards.
Yeah.
So of course, for me, I've kind of always had my, well, this is going to be the revenge game because you've been terrorizing us for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, we standing up to the bully. And again, Steph has always been, that guy that has the ability to go off in any moment of a game. You know what I'm saying? You could be down by 17 and then all of a sudden you down by 4 and it's only like 5 minutes left in that same third quarter or something like that.
Right.
So Steph has always been a worry, but at the same time, like I said, just the fact that the defensive philosophy has changed. We're not looking at, we're just going to develop these guys. That's not even a philosophy anymore. Now it's like we want to see production.
Right.
We want to see where that development takes us.
Right.
So, that's why for me, I do feel like we can win this game. But I also believe that these refs are going to be in the game involving themselves. You seen what they did with us on MLK Day? You know what I'm saying? They gave us a bogus call after bogus call. They wasn't calling nothing for real. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Third quarter, during that offensive rebounding sequence, Julius Randle got hit in the top of the head by Terrence Ross. No foul call.
Right.
And it's an obvious foul. So it's like, come on, like, what are y'all not seeing? And that's the type of stuff that's been going on for years. So I've always said it's always going to be the Knicks versus whoever they play and the refs.
And that's a great segue too, by the way, to Knicks versus. So party people. So we have this new joint, a feature on Lawrence Tears called Knicks versus. We have one episode up. I'm sorry the quality was not as great as what I wanted it to be. I have a Windows-based operating system, and I'm having a problem doing videos because of the audio. Like, I'll legit go through and do the audio, but you won't hear the audio, which is weird, right? And it's a known issue with Windows. But we're going to continue to do the Knicks versus. I'm going to try to have it not be as raw, more polished. Using Adobe, I can do that, but the only thing is I'm having audio issues. But I'm getting with Chuck B. We'll probably do a Knicks versus this week, and so what I want to do is a Knicks versus the world. Knicks versus the world, right? So stay up for that. Knicks versus the world. I'm going to post it on Lawrence Tears. Once I get up with Chuck B and Free Keith, I'm going to get line those two guys up for us to do it, and then we'll post it out here. So thanks, Man of Steel, for the dope segue.
No doubt.
So, but the thing you said about the referees, if RJ Barrett got half the calls that he should get, RJ Barrett is averaging like 22 points a game. Because you see RJ Barrett go to the hole and get mugged. And you're like, how do you not call that? How do you not call it?
Second quarter of the MLK game, he got knocked down by Kem Birch. He gets up. He don't even bother looking at the ref like, I'm just used to this by now. And he runs back the other way after scoring the basket.
Yeah, that's status quo. That's status quo right there. That is status quo. You know what I'm saying, for the Knicks. But you know what though? At some point, the Knicks are gonna earn some modicum of respect, and you're gonna see the weights on the scale go from one extreme to the other. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people don't play with respect because none is given. You know what I'm saying? And some would say, well, you have to earn it. Well, once they earn it, you'll see the Knicks play with a lot more passion. I'll put it that way. So guys, I'm gonna hang out for about 10 more minutes. Right. But what I want to do is ask the chat what it is they want us to answer. So, chat, y'all got any questions for the Man of Steel or for Mo? Just put your questions in the chat and we'll try to answer them. I'll try not to laugh if it's something funny. Right? Mo, you got something you want to share with the chat?
No, not really. I'm just hanging out, inauguration day. It's a sunny day. Very happy. Praying for peace and happiness and Knicks wins. That's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What I got.
So Brad Johnson says, "Oh, go ahead."
Oh yeah, let me answer C-Mac. The answer to that question is I'm gonna take the rob the Nick approach and punch him in the face. All the reps. Just line them up.
Just line them up.
That's not peaceful, bro.
Hey, listen. In the time of peace, prepare for war.
Yeah, and so somebody smart told me. Somebody smart told me, Mo, that the peace is not the absence of violence.
Okay.
So the absence of violence doesn't mean that you have peace. And so C-Mac said that second episode of Knicks versus needs to be Delano versus the refs who officiate the Knicks games. I might pull Mia. Well, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't gonna do that. So let me put this out there to throw some fire and some smoke Free Keith's way. Free Keith, Elfrid Payton has to go, brother. Elfrid Payton has to go. And you know what? I'm not telling him where he needs to go, right? Or what he needs to do when he get there. But I'm telling you, as far as this Knicks starting point guard spot, got to go.
He got to get under the bench, man. I'm tired of him, man. It's going to change soon, though. Like, I think, like, in the next 10 games or something like that.
Got to go, man. Esco, what's good? Yeah, I think the Knicks are going to give Mitch that bag, and I think we're going to be surprised in the amount of money he gets and the years. I think it's definitely going to be something in the lines of like 4 years. 4 years, 13, 14 mil.
A year.
Something like so it's like 4 years, 64 million.
Yeah, he'll get that he'll get the Tyson Chandler deal.
Yeah.
I can see him getting a Tyson Chandler deal.
I think they're telling them not to shoot so that they can keep the price low.
Oh man. Oh man. I think
he could be.
I got a question for my brother Mo.
What's up?
Hey Mo, how many Eddie Murphy classic movies have you deprived yourself of? Because Harlem Nights is one of the classic movies from the 80s, bro. And I wonder if or other movies like 88, 89.
Yeah. I didn't even exist. Like,
dog, if you have not heard this dude say, go ahead, Steph.
Nah, because there's like so many of them, like Golden Child. Even the references, like you can hear them in hip hop, like you know what I'm saying, when Cam, that's a classic. Beverly Hills Cop. The whole banana in the tailpipe joke that's been like a running thing forever. The only movie I'll tell you to stay away from is probably Best Defense with Dudley Moore. Like, that was like absolute trash.
I have no idea what that is
at
all.
It's a bad movie. That's why you don't know about it. That's a bad movie. But Trading Places, like movies like those, don't deprive yourself, brother.
The only one that I've watched that I really like am into is Coming to America. Like I know that movie like in and out because I'm African, you know. Like, it's a great movie for like the diaspora in general. So
right, man. Hey, right. So we would legit at work, like so at work sometimes it'd be a grind, man. It'd be hot, you know what I'm saying? Sparks be flying on you, whatever, dudes, you know what I'm saying? Safety people. So So dudes would just bust out with some stuff like, "That's beautiful. What is that, velvet?" You know what I'm saying? And so just to keep it light, you know what I'm saying? So just, "That's beautiful. What is that, velvet?" So it's like, so some of my man say something crazy.
And we have people coming this year too.
Yeah.
Coming to America too.
And so shout out to the barbershop scene, because on Twitter we do these Twitter wars. Like this Twitter thread I'm in, I keep mentioning them, and shout out to everybody in that Twitter thread too. It's too many names for me to call out right now, but we'll say something like, we'll legit be talking about the greatest point guard of all time, and I'll throw Steph Curry into the argument, and people are like, "Man, Uncle Freezy, you crazy? Why you keep talking about Steph Curry being the GOAT and blah blah blah?" And so somebody randomly will throw in Frank Ntilikina. Right, just make a Frank Ntilikina reference in the GOAT conversation. And we like, yo, a barbershop scene. Every time somebody talk about the greatest of all time, somebody got to pull Frank Ntilikina out of their heads. You know what I'm saying? So,
wait, that's Joe Frazier. In the movie, it was Joe Frazier, right? Or who were they talking about as the greatest?
I forget who they were.
Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano was the Great White Hope.
Rocky Marciano. Every time. So the thing is we use those Eddie Murphy references, man, everywhere. But it's fun. It's fun to have somebody just drop them out randomly, because it keeps the conversation light. So somebody asked me on, I think it was Twitter or somewhere else, like, how come you got a Knicks show and sometimes y'all get off the rails and talk about other stuff? And so I have to remind them, like, bro, and let me get back in this. In a podcast setting, you have a certain topic, but you don't just, you stick to it. But sometimes people just have other things that they interject in a conversation, and sometimes it's funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, I can't laugh because it's not Knicks related. You know what I'm saying? No.
Also, as Knicks fans, like, we think about our team literally every hour. Like, every second of the day. Like, not every second of the day, but a lot of the day we think about the Knicks. And it's so unhealthy. Right. So, like, we need to make a conscious effort to, like, think about other things. Right. Like
we need to legit think about other things, like Stephen Fox playing point guard in Daisy Duke shorts. So right. I don't want that visual. Stephen Fox, if you wear those John Stockton shorts, you better not die for a loose ball. I'm telling you. You better not die for a loose ball, brother. I'll quit sports. Yeah, man. Yeah. No. Stephen Fox, if he playing point guard.
Freezy.
Huh?
Hey, I'm telling you, listen, there's gonna be an ESPN 30 for 30 about Stephen Fox playing at the Rucker Park, being a Rucker Park legend, and his nickname would have been Foxfire.
Yo, and so shout out to Foxy, because we do this thing, right? Like Foxy is not touchy. I'm not touchy. Like, I get joked on a lot. Like, people like just joke on me a lot or whatever. And to me it's funny. And Foxy too, like when I said Foxy wearing the John Stockton shorts, you know what I'm saying? The Havlicek Boston Celtics super tight shorts, you know what I'm saying? And so we joke a lot here, and the reason why we do is because, man, most of the people here, everybody that's in the chat, man, they all have a legit sense of humor, like I have a funny bone. So when somebody tells a joke, we know it's not like something personal. We know it's all, you know what I'm saying, it's all jokes, because at this point in the game, we're all connected. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody says something funny about somebody else, man, we laugh, man. And sometimes it's so funny. Sometimes these visuals, like Kevin W being a starting small forward for the Lawrence Tears team, but not going in the game because he want Kevin Knox to start. His whole life is centered around Kevin Knox starting. Even if he's starting over Kevin Knox, he's like, no, Kevin Knox has to start. So yeah, man. So I think this will be a good time for us to wrap. I'll wrap it up here, man. Make sure y'all check out the Knicks at Night podcast later on tonight. I'll be sure to remind Rob the Nick that ghetto intellect did not take to those words kindly, and he feels like he may be ready for debate. But I'll say this thing to ghetto intellect. So GI, man, be careful, man. This Rob the Nick dude is legit with some of the thoughts that he has. So just be careful, man. Shout out to Devon Fisher, Jack D, and others who hung around with us. So Stephen Fox says, "Hey, Freezy jealous of my Chuck Taylors." You damn right, I'm jealous. You damn right. You damn right, I'm jealous of your Chuck Taylors. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we'll wrap and we'll get out of here. Thanks to Mo and Man of Steel for coming through. We'll be at it same time tomorrow. I was running a little behind behind schedule today, but 8:45 on most days. Tomorrow we'll address some game day stuff. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before we get out of here?
Just spread peace and love and happiness. Peace and love and happiness. It's a good day, and yeah, everybody go out, chase your dreams. The New York Knicks is gonna win. Don't worry about it too much. It's gonna be all right.
Word. Still, you got something you want to say before we depart?
Yeah, just want to say again, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to you and Mo on the panel. And just be good to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You never know who you connected with in the world. So you never know what minds you can change as well.
Right. No doubt. Hey, thanks to all the mods. We got the dopest mods in the game. All 8 of y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all do a great job. I'm out of here. I'll holler at y'all tonight. Peace.